Hello and welcome to this overview of the SPC security system from Vanderbilt Industries. In this short presentation we're going to cover what is SPC, how does it work, system overview, look at some scenarios, why you should choose SPC and what SPC means for you. Now this is intended for people who are not familiar with the Vanderbilt Industries SPC system, and we'll cover a lot of the basics. So firstly, what is SPC? SPC is a professional security solution that provides an infrastructure that can easily be adapted to the changing requirements without any structural alterations, regardless of whether you are using a wired or wireless components. SPC can grow with customers' requirements over a long life cycle. There are reduced training, planning and maintenance efforts across SPC series thanks to its intuitive interface and remote maintenance and control capacities. SPC is designed to meet the latest security standards and covers many markets and applications. SPC has been accredited to VDS Class C, NF, AN2P, EN and PD6662, among many others. How does SPC work? SPC provides a range of tools and functions depending on the user that you are. For installers, we have various commissioning tools that will allow you to program the SPC from a desktop, SPC Connect Pro, using the embedded web page of the SPC system, which you can connect directly to the SPC panel to use, or remotely using SPC Connect, a cloud-based system that allows you to remotely manage any SPC system. For users, they can also make use of the SPC Connect cloud system. For monitoring solutions, we supply a range of software and solutions so that SPC alarms can be provided directly to CMSs. Now, if you are looking at a solution, we also have a range of technical partners with over 200 different integrations providing BMS, CMS and other solutions for you. All SPC systems, whether they be the 4000 or the 5000 or 6000 systems, operate in the same manner so that you can use common transmission and commissioning methods. All SPC systems are also compatible with the same range of peripherals and cameras and interface modules, meaning that you can reuse the same peripherals on various sites or configurations. So let's take a closer look at some of these panels and peripherals. The SPC controllers and cabinets come in three main series: a G2, a G3 and a G5 cabinet. And these are used for the control panels and also for power supplies and access control modules. So you will find that the same power supply will be offered in a G2, G3 cabinet, and a access control node may be offered in a G2 or G3 cabinet also. The G5 is a high-end system capacity used generally for VDS Class C systems, offering up to 60 hours redundancy capacity. The other three variants that we use are the licensing system and in the panels. This is the SPC 4, 5 and 6000. And the real variant in these are the limits of the system, how much functionality you're allowed to use and avail of within the SPC. Now in the SPC 6000 you can have 2,500 users, 60 areas, 120 wireless zones and 32 doors or 64 entry-exit doors, and 512 input zones. The 5000 system has 500 users, 16 areas, 8 doors or 16 entry doors and 128 zones. The 4000 has 100 users, 4 areas, 32 wireless zones, 2 doors or 4 entry doors and up to 32 zones. If you want to find out more about this licensing information, it is available from our public website. The numbering system used to identify the SPC controllers is quite simple and intuitive once you understand the breakdown. The main number, the 4, 5 and 6, determines the license variant and determines how much functionality you can use. The next digit, the 2 or 3, identifies if Ethernet and web browser functionality are available. The next digit identifies the housing approval. So this will be a grade 2, grade 3 or grade 5 housing. And a 0 or 1 identifies if a wireless module is included on the system. If a wireless module is not included on your system, you may add one at any time. Next, let's have a look at the keypads and control interfaces available in the SPC. There are three main types of keypads available on the SPC system, and they range in terms of operation. The menu structure is quite common and can be shared across all three. The first keypad we're going to look at is the SPC K4 series. This is a standard 2x16 character display and comes with an optional EM card reader and optional wireless module. There's also a branded and non-branded version available. The SPC K6-2, which is a grade 3 and VDS Class C compatible keypad, is 128 by 64 pixel graphical display. It has 15 user keys and it has the 4 multifunction keys and 1 navigation key. Now you can use the multifunction keys to define various operations such as panic, fire, and also to use as a quick set function for the areas if you wish. This system also supports the customizable logo in display so that we can upload a logo on the SPC control panel, and when the option is enabled it will display on the keypad in idle state. This variant also comes with an optional EM card reader variant and has an embedded speaker and mic, the 623 variant. Now the speaker and mic is used predominantly during the alarm verification. So the alarm verification then can be used to record and talk to the system remotely should an alarm occur. The speaker could also be used as an enunciation device. So you can upload a file to the keypad so that if a user is arming, it can give a vocal indication that arming has started and to please vacate the area. The final keypad we're going to look at is the newest variant in the SPC series, the SPC K5-2 series. Now this is again 128 by 64 pixel graphical display. It has a blue illuminated touchscreen keys, but this variant has an optional EM and MIFARE model, the 521. It has an optional wireless receiver, and it is a very thin, very stylish keypad, and it is a capacitive touch interface. So in idle state it can go completely dark, and then when there is activity or you have presence it will light up. And it's quite a stylish interface, especially with the flush mounted accessory. It can look very at home in a stylish environment. Now let's have a look at some of the other peripherals available for the SPC. We have the SPC E652. Now this is the 8 input 2 expander and is used to expand your system. This is also available in an SPC P332, which is a battery backed up 8 input 2 output. It is exactly the same expander, and when added to your SPC, the SPC will be able to be reconfigured. It will automatically detect the 8 new inputs and 12 outputs and add them onto your system. The SPC E452 is a general output expander with 8 outputs on board and can be used to expand and have universally definable outputs on the system. The SPC works with a virtual output system, which means the same virtual output can be mapped to many physical outputs. However, each physical output can be given its own individual attributes and properties. The SPC A210 is a 2-door expander. Now this comes in 2 other variants that allow for a grade 2 and grade 3 housing. When the SPC A210 is wired onto the SPC system, it will add 2 entry doors onto the SPC. Now this can be configured to be entry-exit or any other combination of door you wish, exit or entry. The SPC A210 doors are very generic. They can be configured to allow for arming control of the SPC system. And this is one of the key points of the SPC, that it does allow for a very powerful intrusion system. Yet the access system within it as well offers great flexibility to the customers. To the bottom right you'll see the SPC N110 and SPC N320. Now SPC N stands for networking device, and these are PSTN and GSM and GPRS modules. These modems can be added on to any SPC system in order to provide backup. They are compatible with the FlexC communication system and can provide redundant backup communications. Finally, the SPC E110 is a key switch module with 3 positions and 2 tricolor LEDs. The key positions can be used to perform predefined options, arming, disarming the system, or it can also be used with the cause and effect logic of SPC to perform really any function you want on the system. The SPC E120 is a general indication and control device. Now this has 16 LEDs and 4 function keys. Again, the function keys can perform predefined operations, but they also can be used for freely definable operations, and you may use them to control almost any element of the system. The LEDs, like that on the key switch module, can be defined to follow any logic you want. You can define it to follow a zone, output, show the status of the system, status of doors. Pretty much anything is possible with these options. The SPC system is being continuously enhanced, and we are releasing a new series of wireless detectors. This will include PIR, curtain PIR, mag contact, smokeless alarm, remote control and personal panic button. These range of detectors will be able to be added to an SPC system. They communicate through a 2-way RF module transceiver, and that allows for status and information to be transmitted to and from the SPC panel. SPC Connect is the secure cloud platform, which you may have seen quite a lot in the news recently, as it's quite advanced and groundbreaking in what we're trying to do for the security industry. SPC Connect enables you to remotely manage your customer requirements. By removing the physical need to visit a site, it delivers you control while saving you time and money that would be otherwise be spent traveling to and from site. As your business grows, you may need to add more users, and rather than investing in additional in-house server capacity and software licenses, you can simply adjust your SPC monthly Connect subscription as required. The pay-as-you-go nature of SPC Connect means that businesses only pay for what they need. For a lot of SPC installations, all SPC Connect requires is a browser connected to your internet. So what does SPC Connect allow you to do? Well, it provides complete remote programming of the SPC systems. It has an always-on communication allowing for instant access. The organizational structure to support your business workflow. It has definable roles and responsibilities, allowing you to provide separation and roles and responsibilities within your business. It can offer various remote services for your company to offer to your customer. It monitors communications, provides remote maintenance support, configuration files, and probably most importantly, as it's cloud hosted, there are no server costs for you. There is no need to worry about antivirus or updates, as Vanderbilt will be performing all of these functions. So looking at what SPC Connect can offer, for end customers it provides a mobile app for iOS and Android, which allows for arming, output control, door control, camera viewing and event notification through push or email notifications. The users can also, if you allow them, to use verification, so they can have alarm messages sent directly to their phone so that they can be an assistant to verifying alarms. For small and medium installers, this is a hosted solution, greatly reducing the entry cost to getting the system up and running. It allows for shared access, meaning that you can share information with different installers. It provides instant remote access to site and remote user configuration. Now this remote user configuration, we have a lot of material on it, as it does allow you to create the users accounts both on the SPC system and also on SPC Connect, allowing for a quick induction of users. And of course, complete remote programming. Now for multinational installation companies, SPC Connect's panel groups have been designed to allow for a breakdown of panels and groups to provide a functional and organizational breakdown, meaning that it is very scalable when dealing with either multi-regional or multinational organizational structures. So let's step out of our presentation for a moment and access spcconnect.com. Here you will see the installer section where you can register as an installer. Now, When you register for the first time, you will create your own company. After this, you will be joining a company as an additional installer, and this is how SPC Connect is organized. When you access your company and complete the setup, you'll be met with this screen, which allows you to define your company password and ID for other installers to join. Any installer who joins will be listed and can be assigned a profile defining their rights. You can also view all the system users and send notifications to these users if you wish. Panel groups are where all the functionality is defined, and from here you can define what operations you wish to be performed on a panel and also define what panels will be in that group. The operations, you can, for example, back up the configuration file on every panel, look at the status of communications, or perform many other options. We have quite a lot of material and training videos in SPC Connect, and I would advise you to check these out and inform yourself more about SPC Connect. It is quite a powerful system with many functions. You can find this information on Vanderbilt Industries, SPC Connect, and the notes will be in the comment section below. So SPC does come with an access control engine on board, and it is a very fast and reliable door control system. To add doors to the SPC, you can add any of the SPC door controllers. Now, one of the advantages of having the access and intrusion system within the same system is that they interoperate as if they were a single system. So from the access system, we can arm and disarm the intrusion system, but also the rights interplay. So if someone doesn't, for example, have the rights to onset, they actually just won't be allowed into an area. Similarly, if a panic or holdup is active, we can block access to an area while still allowing regress. Now, the way the SPC is configured is that the door controllers are weakened in clock and data, and they have up to about 60 formats supported. So it does work with most standard readers. We have a compatibility matrix available should you wish to confirm your readers will work. But for best results, we would recommend the 1040 and 1050 from Vanderbilt. Or if you're looking at a open market solution, you may want to consider using the VR40. This is a Desfarm MyFair, very stylish system and works very well with the system. The access and intrusion logs are also kept within the same system, and the user rights when the user is programmed can be universal. So when a profile is defining a user's intrusion rights, that same profile can be used to define their access rights, making programming and setup quick and easy. We have a lot of information on how to configure the SPC access functionality and how to make the best use of it. And if you are interested in adding this to any SPC system you have today, you can of course do this by adding an SPC door controller. Another useful function we have available is the dedicated user app for SPC. Now, we have discussed this earlier, but I just want to discuss it in a bit more detail and show you a little show and tell about it. So the SPC Connect user app is connected to the SPC panel through SPC Connect. And that's important because there's no need for port forwarding, there's no need for any complicated setup, and the user gets the same interface pretty much from the web as any mobile device. They can search and browse, perform door control, they can define their outputs and control them, and they can also add multiple SPC systems within the same app. So they can have their home and business within the same application. They of course have the status and arming control of the system, but also importantly what they have available to them is the visibility and control of who else has access to their system. The user is able to control the status and approval of other users once they are a panel manager. The application does provide a very simple overview of the status of the system from onset to full set, and should an alarm occur, it's very visible that an alarm has occurred, what areas or zones have opened and gone into alarm. You can also see any inhibits or isolates, look at the status of zones and control them, control the doors or internal inputs or outputs. The system also contains maps and cameras and the system logs, should the user wish to review actions taken on the system. The maps will come with a demo, but you can take an image of anything and use it as a baseline. The cameras allow you to access the 4 SPC cameras directly onto the mobile application. If you'd like to know more about the SPC mobile app, please visit our website where we have more information on how to set it up and how to present it to customers. We understand that when you're creating a solution for your customer, you may require solutions that Vanderbilt may not provide. That is why we work openly with third-party companies to achieve integrations that can add value to your solution. These solutions can cover quite a range of topics. As we mentioned previously, there is over 200. However, we do have a full list of these on our website, and you'll find that they will cover alarm management, danger management systems, VMS systems, home automation integration, and communication gateways. These solutions can often be scalable from the very small systems to the very large, and these industrial solutions can all be found on our website. From here, you will be able to identify what area you wish to find. For example, a PSIM. We will list all our current PSIM providers and the contact details where you can find more information. Video management systems, or VMSs, we list all the VMSs we currently operate today. For example, with Milestone, we will provide you information of where to avail the plugin and how it operates, including a small tutorial. If you would like to know more about our technical integrations or how you can become a technical integrator, we advise you to visit this site and fill in the forms. So we've covered many topics up to now, so let's have a look at how this looks when it all comes together. This is a user case story of SPC covering a domestic solution and what sort of functionality we can avail of and make use of. So let's work around this system and see all the components and break it down. What we have is personal safety. We have the keypads, which can be used as PA devices and also to reduce false alarms. We have the combination of wired and wireless devices as standard. And we of course have external communication for home monitoring and security. The keypads are backlit, easy to use with an intuitive menu structure. The keypad layout is like any mobile phone for data operation and entry. The access control gives a single fob. Cards offer dual functionality to the user for both the intrusion and access system. Control from a single door for management of intrusion and access control functionality. And of course we can control when users can come and go through these doors, defining specific user rights for specific users, such as cleaners. There is comfort in the bidirectional control mechanisms that allow for the control of different electrical devices, such as lighting, garages, and other devices. These can all be controlled directly from the keypad, or from the smartphone app for on-setting, or just for controlling the outputs. And all of this is done with wireless, highly secure FlexC communication protocols to the SPC Connect cloud. The system can also have smoke detection integrated. It works 24/7 without user intervention. Events are logged, the same as intrusion events, giving traceability of events and actions. And additional sounders can be added, but not required. Wired security systems can be added, and wired devices can be used to minimize the amount of rewiring. A wide range of devices are available from Vanderbilt, and these meet Grade 2 and Grade 3 standards. Wireless devices can be placed where it is more difficult or costly to wire. Wide range of aesthetically pleasing intrusion devices are available with a long battery life. And communication to these devices is fully supervised. So as you see, the entire ecosystem we have created for SPC allows the user to have a great amount of control in their system while still having a secure and safe environment. For our second use case, we're going to look at a more industrial or commercial solution. Here we will be using the SPC controllers up to 512 inputs. Now the SPC has a highly fault tolerant system and can avoid false alarms and has many mechanisms to do so. This is intended to reduce on-site engineering time with flexible options for remote programming. Of course, you can use SPC Connect to program the feature remotely, but a lot of diagnostics are also available, and these are all intended to reduce administration costs of the system over its lifetime. There are predefined operational modes to control to facilitate the setup and reduce operator error. Now, we do store the access and intrusion events on the system, and we do store them in separate logs so that the system can be identified of separately who is accessing the system and who is arming the system. And this is all logged through the graphical interface keypads. Now, within a commercial solution, the SPC's interoperability and connectivity comes into play. So we can communicate, if this is a group of sites, through IP back to an alarm receiving center. Of course, we support the standard C and COTT ID codes. However, we widely encourage our customers to invest in IP technology as it is the future. SPC can work as a hybrid system, reporting alarms both over COTT ID, CIA, and also over IP. These integrations to third-party systems can allow the management to have an overview of all their stores and also report to alarm receiving centers. There are many personal safety devices that are compatible with the SPC and in commercial properties can be used to protect staff to ensure that they are protected. Again, within these premises, we do see a lot of the SPC's access control functionality being used, especially because of its interoperability between the access and intrusion functionality. It's a single system to manage and allows on a small system a perfect flexibility for 2,500 users to work with the 60-door system. The preventing of unauthorized access is also intended to greatly reduce false alarms in the system, so that if a user is not able to enter an area to disarm it, they will not be allowed access, hence preventing false alarms. And also, key is that the manager on site can be given permissions by the installer to add and control users, and with simple training will be able to manage this completely by themselves. And they do this by accessing either spcconnect.com or the web page of the SPC panel directly. The keypads within the commercial options of SPC have a lot of flexibility. They can allow control of multiple areas, allowing the users to arm, disarm, time onset. Every function we have found for financial and commercial have been implemented into these keypads to allow for great flexibility. Keypads can be blocked based on a calendar basis or a time basis. And all system keypads can be operated simultaneously. The SPC is also compatible with a range of Vanderbilt perimeter protection devices, ensuring that you can not only secure personnel and the interior when armed, but also the exterior of the building, having notifications should an alarm occur with activity. For large commercial premises, the system can be broken down into individual areas, meaning that users can be given permissions on a certain area. Common areas can be defined to allow access for any user who has access to any area. This can mean that a single SPC system can be used to control multiple tenants within a single building. This logic can be expanded so that, for example, the common area will arm when all the tenants have left the building and will also allow them to share the access control system. The SPC's integrations will also allow you to work with VMSs on site, building management systems, or to plug into the existing system. With SPC's integrations, you will be able to use the Modbus or KNX conversions to provide information about the SPC to other systems. We see the world of ecosystems and interoperability being a key advantage and reducing the costs of buildings for their owners. And we see the role we have to play as being vital throughout this. For Sintony customers, you may be interested to know that there is a migration option to the SPC system that would allow you to reuse your eBus devices. This is provided by Vanderbilt in order to provide a smooth migration for our current customers of Sintony. Information on the Sintony migration is available on our website, and we'll show you that using just the SPC controller, you will be able to make use of the vast majority of your SPC system, allowing you to change your system over smoothly. So you've learned much today about what we've achieved in SPC up to now, but we'd just like to talk about the future. We will continue to integrate to be the system of tomorrow. We will use our strong legacy and build on the latest technology in design and production methods to provide a platform that will deliver for you. We hope to provide a single platform migration strategy and to drive and enhance the features that we are delivering to the customers. Our goal is to continue to deliver top quality products for you. So in summary, I'd like to thank you for watching today's video and remind you of why we believe SPC is the best security system on the market. SPC has security at its core and has been externally accredited to some of the highest security standards. It is a system that can adapt to you. For its simple and quick installation for a small system, it also has the power and the features to allow you to deliver on complex installations. Its multilingual support. We currently offer SPC in 11 languages and are often adding more. SPC can save time and money by offering user language support to increase the installation efficiency with multilingual capacity. SPC is built on the power of communications, a platform which can be accessed via the cloud for your customers as well as through the Flexi alarm communication system to ensure a level of flexibility and control that has been designed to meet the most demanding requirements and situations. Updates. All SPC systems can be remotely updated to the latest SPC firmware, ensuring that your customers can have all the latest features available in SPC. Access control. SPC can be enhanced with door controllers, allowing for up to 2,500 users to be configured on 64 doors. The access control system within SPC integrates with the intrusion engine to provide a unified programming experience alongside enhanced security. The system offers the ability to control doors, define rights, permissions, and provide additional flexibility and functionality that complements the intrusion detection system. By integrating these two systems, access and intrusion, we hope to greatly reduce the false alarms that may occur with people accidentally triggering the alarm. Cloud-based connectivity. With SPC Connect, with the Vanderbilt hosted cloud solution empowering your SPC system on the cloud, for system users offers a secure, powerful interface for all their needs, including maintenance and remote configuration. For installers, it enables you to remotely manage your customers. To remove the need for physical site visits, it delivers you control while saving you time and money. If you would like to find out more about SPC or other solutions from Vanderbilt Industries, please visit our website at www.vanderbiltindustries.com. Here you will find information and resources, newsletters, and brochures about our products. And of course, if you'd like to find out more about SPC, please select to contact us, and here you will find our offices and locations throughout the world. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.